Hello, everybody. I am Sun Psychic Jean, and please welcome my very special guest, Marina from Heart Center Tarot. Hello, Miss Marina.
Hello, Jean. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to the show.
Me too.
Um,
I love when we get together. It's so much fun. We always, it's always, I love doing like the psychic bounce. We have that from
yes,
time to time, and
yes.
it's always a lot of fun. And thank you for sending everybody over. I see so many people here: S. Steele, Carolyn Cooper, El Regado, Nancy Ray, Carolyn Cooper. I see all of you guys, and
Yes.
Bora Bora. Thank you guys for coming. And we are on just a few minutes early. I wanted, as soon as you go on, I think the notifications go out.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, they do.
mm-hmm,
They do.
mm-hmm.
So I'm sure that we'll have a few more folks that are going to join us.
Uh,
And hey, thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending part of your afternoon with us. Because we love what we do.
mm-hmm. It's a fun Tuesday afternoon. I just got off with the ladies for the Your Connection to Spirit series we do with
Mhm.
Wisdom Seeker Joan and Kigaru Spiritual Journeys, Terry Suzuki. And we had a wonderful show. And now this is my second show for today, but Marina has a show after this. So we're busy ladies.
I do. Yes. Yes. At 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time tonight. The boys are going to be at my house. So it's Taco Tuesday. So David and Gary are going to be joining me, and oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about.
You
It's like,
do.
ah,
You do.
yeah.
And you're a beautiful ringmaster, I have to say, Marina, because you say, how about you, David? How about you, Gary? And then and then you bring them in and then you do a subject. And I was like, wow, you
Oh,
are really very good at what you do, I have to say. You don't
oh,
ever let
thank
them see
you.
you sweat. It's not easy, you guys.
I think part of I must have spent at least one lifetime being in the theater or being on stage, because honestly, when people talk about stage fright, I don't have that. It's that the more the merrier. It 10 people, sure. 1,000 people, great. It's yeah.
Hmm.
So that's either being comfortable in my own skin, or not not realizing what I'm up against, and kind of living with the rose colored glasses. But it's okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, whatever it is, I'm okay with that.
Well, that's wonderful that
Yeah.
you're comfortable being on stage. I think that's wonderful. I think that for a long time, it took me a while to get used to that. And, it did take a long while. I remember not knowing, like, oh, spirit guides, I hope you're going to be here today. But, that kind of stuff,
Yeah.
you're just not sure. And we all have good days and not so good days. And it has to
Oh,
do with our
absolutely.
own energy.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I know mine was rather down yesterday when I had Hershey the Shadow Reader came on the channel, and it's been a minute since she and I did a show together. And my energy was lacking, and I could feel it. So I'm definitely looking forward to having her back, so that yeah, can give 110%.
I know, right? I
Yes.
know. I feel
Yeah.
that way sometimes too. I
Yes.
know. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you're feeling a little bit better today, and we do have several questions in the
Perfect.
lineup here. So let's go ahead and get started. We did start a little bit early. We came on live a little bit early, just so that we can get in as many questions as possible and
Yeah.
help you all out. So Marby is going to be first,
Yes.
and after Marby is Carolyn Cooper. And I know Carolyn's still here.
Perfect.
Yeah. Okay. So Marby says, may I have a general reading? Okay. And Marby, this is going to be more of like a spiritual or energy type of reading, just so you know.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever comes through, comes through. And
So, Marby, I do feel as though you have something like being preoccupied, or you have a concern and a worry about somebody else. I'm not sure if you're taking care of a loved one, or if somebody is out of town and you can't sort of be with them right now, but you're concerned about their welfare. Um, and they want you to know that this is a sometimes, I mean, it's, we don't ever ask for these things, but when these things occur, look at them as possible opportunities for us to practice our craft, practice our ability of sending love, light, and healing energy, and of knowing, asking for your angels to help, and trusting that your angels are working on your behalf. And it's about the knowing, the trusting, and the practicing. And believe me, we've all been challenged in our lifetime, and now even more than ever. But they want you to know that look at these type of situations as opportunities. How about you, Marina?
absolutely. Very, very similar to that. And it's incredible the cards that came out. Okay. So what I got, I start off with home and family, and I then go to adventure travel. So I think that you're the way that I'm going to read this, and you'll see when the other cards, I show you the other cards, why that makes sense. I think that you might be called in to travel to another location, to either take care of a family member or assist a family member. So this may not be something that you're going to look at as being a chore, but something that you're going to think might be exciting. So it could even be a new baby that comes in and it feels good to you. Um, you're it's something that maybe you have already been thinking about, or you have a heads up, because I also got a choice will be made. So yeah, it's right now you're kind of between the two, and should I, shouldn't I, back and forth. I think that once you make up your mind and decide that you are going to go on this adventure, expect miracles. So I think that this is going to be a something that starts off kind of feeling like, I don't know, it could go either way. It's going to turn out to be positive experience. That's what I got.
I was getting new baby too, Marina. I know. You right before you said it, I thought, oh, it could be a new addition to the family. And you said a new baby. I'm like, she just said exactly what we got the hit.
Okay, shivers. Marby.
I know. Oh my gosh, Marby. Oh, you'll have to let us know. That was
Yes,
really
please.
mm,
Yeah,
wow,
absolutely. Hello, everyone.
wonderful. And Carolyn is next. And let me see who's after Carolyn. Tabitha, the mystic, is after Carolyn. And I'm
Alrighty.
just going to take this banner down because it makes me feel like I'm on a bus. You know how things go by? Woo.
Yes.
Oh, look. Marby says, wow, so excited. I hope it's my future daughter in law. The baby might come before the wedding,
Uh-huh.
or same time, they might have to move up the wedding. So, oh my gosh.
Okay. Yeah. Full body shivers on that, up and down my back. So yeah, Marby, you heard it here first.
Oh my gosh, Marby, I'm so happy for you. And it's
Yes.
something so beautiful and lovely to
Yes.
um, focus on. And
Yes.
oh, it changes your whole life. They're getting engaged in 2 weeks. Oh my gosh. Yep. See,
Excellent.
timing is hard. So we might be seeing like way in the future. I just was feeling the vibration, but
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely. absolutely. Because it's almost like that. Yeah, that felt like, well, maybe they will, maybe they won't. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, they will. They will. There you go.
So cool. So cool. I couldn't
Yes.
believe it when you said it. I'm like, God, it was right in my mind. She said, even if it is in the future, I'm still excited. Exactly, Marby.
Yes.
And that's what they want you to be.
Yeah.
Yep.
Totally.
Hmm. All right.
Totally.
Carolyn Cooper says, may I have a message from her best friend, Ray Holden, on the other side?
Okay.
Ray Holden sounds handsome.
Mm.
Or is that William Holden? That's what I'm thinking. Ray
Oh,
Holden.
that's okay. That's okay. Ray could very much be like that. Um.
I think
Okay.
he feels you around him, or you feel him around you, and he wants you
Mhm.
to know for sure that's him. So go ahead, Marina. I'm sorry, I jumped in. You go
No, no,
ahead.
no, no, no,
Do
no.
you want
You
me
go
to
ahead.
finish? Okay.
Yeah.
He says, what is she talking about? She can tell that's me around her. That's me around you. All you need to do is think of me, and those memories start flooding in. He said he can feel your energy connecting with him. And he's saying that we're still best friends. And he's saying that he's in awe over you, and he's so glad. He loves to see your light, because you're carrying your light here on earth as you walk through, because you're open and aware of the spiritual side. And he feels that you have this openness, and is glad that you can still communicate. I do feel as though something about his family. Does he have like a nephew or a niece or a distant family member that you still are in touch with or know of? He's saying that yeah, he's just saying that if you see them, tell them hello. But he's saying that he doesn't want you to feel obligated. Oh, maybe it's a horse. Did he leave you a horse? There's somebody distant of his that you see from time to time. I don't know, somebody that reminds you of him, that is like a relative of his, but it could also be a horse, because he's saying he's able to watch over them and tell them I said hello. Um, that's funny. Um, he just wants you to know that he can connect, does connect with you, especially when you're out in nature, in the uh, in the rustling of the leaves. He said, uh, "When you think of me, I'll be there." How about you, Miss Marina?
Yeah. Oh, she says his nephew Sparky. Shane. Okay. That that is that is good. Okay. So what what I got for you, Carolyn, was, and you can tell me if this is resonates with you or not, but you were one of the few people that really understood him, because he could be a little stubborn. He could be a little outspoken at times, and you could recognize what what was behind that, where a lot of people just kind of you know saw him as being more confrontational, as and he he didn't do it to be confrontational. He did it more because to him it was fun. It was conversation. It was almost like he'd say, hey, you know what, watch this, I'm going to get under her skin, or I'm going to get under his skin, and so on. He's also saying that there's that especially towards the end, because you do think about him passing, and how he passed, and what I'm getting is that it was a very swift passing. It wasn't something that he lingered with anything, and that it was almost like something positive for him, because it gave him freedom. it gave him freedom. He wasn't he was almost ready to go. So if you sometimes feel, unclear, you have, there's some confusion about him, know that no, he had a massive heart attack at 50. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, very, very quick passing. So um, he appreciates the fact that you do still think about him, and he is really, what he's saying is things are so much better on the other side. Like um, it was a bit of a surprise to him, because I don't know if he was at all religious, but he had sort of a concept of what he thought death was going to be like. And when he got to the other side, it was like, oh shit. Yeah, very, very much did kind of a look around like, oh my. Yeah.
Wow.
I hope that resonates with you.
Wow.
Okay. Now
I
before you
love it.
go on,
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, you go ahead. I have to let the dog in because I just heard her
Oh,
calling for me at the at the door.
okay. No
All
problem.
right,
No
be right
problem.
back.
Yeah, so sorry for your loss, Miss Carolyn. And having a very dry sense of humor, some people get it, and some people are like, "What?" Like they just don't get it because it's so dry. You have to know them and get their humor in order to know that they're saying something funny. And yeah, so he's probably often misunderstood too. But thank you very much, Carolyn, for your question. And next is Tamitha. And I hope I pronounced your name right when I said who was next. And after Tamitha is S. Steele. S. Steele is next. Oh, he was not religious, and I'm glad he's happy, she said.
Oh, good.
Oh, good is right.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
So Tamitha says I could use a reading from my guides. Tamitha the Mystic. Good for you, Tamitha.
Okay, Tamitha, you have one of your spirit guides is a I want to say a younger male, but it's kind of it's almost like a youthful energy. And I could see him kind of coming forward and going like, oh my God, she's still doubting herself. It's like he's very encouraging of the things that you do, and you are listening to what they're saying, but sometimes you're still doubting the information that they're sharing with you. And he has that very young, almost want to say immature energy, in that like, she's still doubting, like, really, what? So yeah, that's the first thing that I got. So we'll see. We'll pull a few cards and see what they say. Thank you, S. Steele, for being here. Hope you have a great rest of your day.
Did you have anything else there, Marina?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Pulled a few cards, and the first one that came out was take a lead, take action. Uh, that's your spirit guides confirming you know what you need to do next. Just just have the faith that we are here with you. We are guiding you. Okay. This again is adventure and travel. So you might be going on a short little trip, and whatever it is that you're being guided to do, that you're questioning, should I, shouldn't I, whatnot, yeah, go for it. Okay. This is going to be really good for your healing and for your recovery, because it feels like you've been kind of been feeling emotionally a little battered. And okay, now I get why he said what he's okay. um you have trusted your spirit guides in the past, and sometimes things went according to plan, but not necessarily the way that you had thought that they were going to go. So you're seeing it as something that was negative. That's not really that's not their intent. Okay, so if you're wondering about the messages that you're getting from them, don't link it to consequences of bad choices in the past. They were not bad choices. They were designed to help you along the path. Yeah.
She said, I get it. I just got the rug pulled out from under me and feel discombobulated and uncertainty, but I'm working on moving forward, just trying. I'll be traveling. Mom hurt me and I tried.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, one of the things, Tamitha, that you can do is, there is an awful lot of emotional attachment to the word mom, because they're they are our first link to pretty much anything. So when you think in terms of mom, it feels very much like a betrayal. So part of what you can do to kind of get over that is, do not think of her as mom. Think of her by her first name. Veronica, Julie. And when you speak of her, use her name, even when you're just talking to yourself. Julia said this to me and it wasn't true. And after a little while, you notice that the pain of the betrayal isn't quite so stinging. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah,
Totally
it
get
had
that.
anything to do with her and her lesson. It had nothing to do with you or your
Yes.
self-worth. So sorry to hear that, Tamitha.
Yes.
Wow. Well, I was getting a message from your spirit guides to encourage you to practice your creativity. They specifically said fabric, paint, color, art, and sculpture. So they want you to work with your hands, work with different textures and different mediums and in color. And this will help you to bring you to the place where you can sort of just lose yourself and connect to your spirit guides and angels specifically. And it's almost like you're going to be doing the work of the angels, because they are inspiring you through this artwork. And when they inspire you, it's almost like you're acting upon your soul's expression. So that soul's expression comes out through our hands, through our creativity, and through our art. And it's very centering. It helps us to connect to who we are. And it's very healing and connecting to that higher vibrational realm. Um, and they also want you to know that you visit your spirit guides, angels, ancestors. And I do feel like there's other maybe higher vibrational beings that you connect with, possibly galactic races that are,
Mm-hmm.
or galactic species that are also incorporated into your dreams, because you have a lot of creativity and you have a lot of support, and there's a bright future for your consciousness, your connection to your consciousness and your awareness, because it almost feels like you've had it all along. You probably know you've had it all along, and it's going to be coming more into a um, a form that is you would be expressing or practicing a certain form of mystic. It's not just psychic, it's not just healing, but it's like, think it's like a way of life, like
Mhm.
maybe even like herbs and natural products, and making your own sustainable products and using
Yeah,
sustainable products. uh yeah, you left the colors there. That's okay, you'll find more. And
that,
you can use leaves
mm,
in nature, you
mhm,
know. Mm-hmm. It's inside of you. It's not where you left them. So she said, that is positive. I get a new start to life. Yeah.
exactly. Start fresh. Start fresh. Yeah. Uh,
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Carolyn, for that. And thank you, Tamitha.
Yes.
All the best to you.
Yes.
That's your almost like leading yourself back to yourself. But you have beautiful, beautiful future ahead of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I let it's beautiful energy. So Nancy Ray is next. S. Steele had to run. So Nancy Ray is next, and she says, would love a message from my spirit guides, please, on what I need to focus on now for my highest soul growth. And after Nancy Ray is Andrea 45 Hector.
Okay. That's the next. Okay. All righty. Nancy, what I get from you is they want you to treat yourself. They want you to recognize that the work that you are putting in, um, they they recognize, they encourage, and they want you to acknowledge that to yourself, to know that you're not doing this alone. You do have support. There is a situation around you that feels possibly a little uncomfortable, um, and and I'm getting, be brave and deal with it. And this could be in terms of your spiritual growth, having somebody around you who kind of poo-poos that. Oh yeah, really? Yeah, sure, you got spirit guides. Oh my God. Just let that go. Just let that go. And you don't have to be mean about it. You just don't have to discuss it with them, and you don't have to take what they say personally. Just let it go. Once you do that, you're going to see that you're going to have a change in perspective, that you will see things in a much clearer, happier light, and that is going to give you that vitality boost. So what they're saying basically is you're on the right track. Keep doing what you're doing. Treat yourself and pat yourself, on the back for the things that you have done, for the things that in the direction that you have moved in. That's been very, very positive. So go ahead, take a bow. You deserve it. Yeah.
Thank you, Marina. So Nancy Ray, what I was picking up for you is to um, allow and to let go. And a lot of us are trying and practicing and concentrating, and they want you just to let it go and to allow, and to know that this is something that is already residing inside of you. And what the game what the most important piece is to let go of your analytical brain and your ego telling you you can't, you're not doing it right, nobody does it like that. What are you talking about? Anything that is critical comes from your ego. Anything reassuring and um, encouraging comes from your guides and angels. So it's important for you to let go of. It's almost like unlearning all of the things that we learned earlier in life. Like when we were in school and the teacher asked us a question and we went like this, and the teacher would say, that what the answer is not on the ceiling. Look straight ahead. Well, guess what? That's where the answer is. And
Yes.
that has been beat out of us, yelled out of us, and conditioned out of us. And when you say, "Oh, I would like," whatever it is, when we did something naturally or organically or spontaneously, it was always, "No, we have to do this. Stay in line." So it now we're telling you, in order to stay and to connect with the spiritual realms or the higher realms, it's important to be open to the flow and open to your instincts and your inspirations, and to not allow that critical or that you know, um, rules and regulations and color inside the line kind of thing. And it's almost, and what we can do is we can do it in story, we can do it in art, we can do it in being creative. And being creative allows us to get closer to our spirit guides. And when you're creative, you give yourself the ability to not be in a certain, you know, uh, boundaries. You can go
Mhm.
outside the boundaries and you can dream if you're making up a story that you're flying, where in this world we really can't fly, can we? But it's when you're in that imagination, imagining yourself flying, ask when you're up there flying, say, spirit guides, what is it that you want me to, what is most important for me to know? And just keep writing. And you're imagining it and you're in your imagination, but it's much easier because the ego is saying, oh, she's just imagining. We can just relax. And they won't be critical of what you hear while you're up there flying. Now, will they? They won't be critical of that because you're imagining. So it's allowed. And really a lot of it is just letting go of all of those, you know, um, conditions that we've had growing up.
Mhm.
So all the best to you, Miss Nancy Ray. I hope that was helpful. And she
Absolutely.
said, I'm working on unlearning. My
Yes.
senses are opening up more and more.
Yeah. And they will. And they will. So yeah, that is fabulous.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Nancy.
Yeah.
I think that was for me too. You know how sometimes you give a reading and you get a reading?
Yes. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, okay, I'll take that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Andrea 54 is here. After Andrea is Jazz Romero, is after Andrea.
Okay.
And Andrea says, Spirit, I'm open to any messages from my dad, Hector, or any of my loved ones. Okay.
All right.
Let's see who comes
And
through for Andrea.
oops. Oh, okay.
I'm getting a grandmother energy, first of all, Andrea. I'm getting a maternal. I don't know if it's your dad's mom, but I feel like it may be your mom's mom. But a grandmother energy and also an aunt. So there's like, it's almost like not fairy godmother, but they are watching over you with agency, with authority, with uh, they are in charge. So I don't know if you know two women, and it feels like it's a mother daughter, or it would be a grandmother and aunt that has authority. Um, And they want you to know that you come from a very strong line of women, and that you can do whatever you set your mind to. They want you to know They want you to know that they're taking care of things, and I think that they have your dad there and they're feeding your dad. I think your dad's enjoying eating their cooking. So maybe it was on your dad's side, because he said they're saying that we're cooking, that we're taking care of your dad. And when I see them taking care of dad, I see dad eating something that they're cooking. And it's almost like he's very well taken care of. You know, he's being fed, he's being taken care of. Like we're watching over him, and that they have like the nourishment and the wisdom to show him the way. But they're also telling you that you have what it takes. They're saying that everything that we learn, everything that we grew, and when you expand your soul and your awareness, this not only stayed with us, it went through the family line onto you. So now you have everything that we learned, and we set it up so that you could succeed. And that's what they want you to know. How about you, Marina?
Perfect. Well, I started off with the main message was you need balance. So if you've been thinking about things kind of not feeling, and this is more, yeah, it's more a feeling of something being unjust or unfair. And they're saying, no, just okay, just let that go. Don't concentrate so much on that. I also got that there is something about someone's passing that was it wasn't necessarily a lie, but it was just kind of a little twisted to make it appear better, and that was done for personal reasons. It's almost like, someone dies of liver failure because they have been, a drinker all their life, and you say, oh, no, it was something else. That's what killed them, was the something else, when really everyone kind of knows. And that I got from the hidden, searching for the truth. So what take what you hear in terms of someone's passing with a grain of salt, because I think that everyone kind of knows the truth, but no one is okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, there was a lot of things kind of little misrepresented. Okay, what I'm getting, and this it's kind of almost coming in as a collective from them, and that is home, security, safety. I am safe now. They're they don't have to worry about anything that may or may not happen to them. They're dealing with it. It's happened. It's been done, and they're reminding you that reunion, together again. That you will be together, because you do travel kind of as soul family, right? And we take on different roles and different relationships as we travel with our spiritual family. Okay, and they're letting you know that the connection is there. It's more than just the physical. This it is a spiritual connection, and they are always near you. All you have to do is just reach out to them. Sit in silence and say, okay, who wants to come in and talk? And just be open to whatever comes to mind first. Don't judge it. Don't put expectation on it. Just see what comes in. Write it down. And I think you'll be surprised at how often they communicate with you. Yeah. Leap of faith and left my Leo boyfriend and moved back to. Very good. Very good. Yeah,
Mhm.
I think that they're very, very supportive of that. Yeah,
Wonderful. All the best to you, Andrea. And next
absolutely.
is Jazz. And after Jazz is Artist Liz. And Artist Liz, if you're still here, to say hello. And Jazz says, what spirits say why she's grieving so much, but hasn't lost anything this year? And I saw this, Jazz, and I wanted to let you know that you can be, I mean, I see that it says psychic reading, so you know you're psychic. You are also empathic, and you probably know that,
Yeah.
but you're also picking up the collective, the energy in the collective. And people are grieving for an idea of a time that once was, of a, life and relationships that once were. And there is a collective grieving out there. So I feel as though it's important for us to know, and I say thank you very much for the information. So we want to be able to stay tapped into that flow, tapped into the collective, and know what's going on. Sometimes if there's like a natural disaster, an earthquake, a tsunami or something, we may feel that as well. And it is painful because we feel a lot of the feelings, but we want to just say thank you for the information. If this is not my mind to carry, please, move it along, and you know uh, just allow it to pass through. And it usually does work when you say thank you for the information. You can let go of the insistence of the feeling, like you don't need to be, you know re-injured for the next 2 weeks. And they know that you know it, but it's important that you want to release it. I get the information, I have the information, I can deal with it. Please, release it, and allow it to go through. And it's also important for you to work on your own energy centers, your auric field, strengthen these energies. It's really important for you to ground and for you to practice your own boundaries, especially if you're doing psychic readings. You are very much open, and your light is on, and your awareness is there, and you probably will get a lot of what's coming down the pike. But we need each and every one of us here to help the next generation of intuitives and empaths that come along. So they need you to practice your best um, you know practice. I don't know what else to call it. Your self practice is what I mean. Your best self practice, so that you can prepare yourself moving forward. How about you, Marina?
Perfect. Yes. And she says, yeah, I've been feeling guilty a lot, but I don't know why. I do agree with Jean that, yeah, you are very much an empath, and you're picking up other people's energy. And there's it's like there's a part of you that believes that because you have picked up on it, and there is someone out there suffering, that it is your job to make them feel better or to fix them. And it's not. It's their journey. You can acknowledge what it is that they're going through, but you don't have to emotionally participate in that. So for you, what I'm getting is slow pace. Start imagining yourself before you do any readings, or even first thing before you even get out of bed in the morning. As soon as when you wake up, imagine yourself being in a protective bubble of gold light, white light, whatever kind of light feels good to you. And you can say to yourself out loud, I am protected at all times. I am protected at all times. My higher self knows what is best for me, and it will share the information according to the way that it sees that I will resonate with it. You can start making progress in terms, and yeah, the next card out was literally making progress. You can start making progress in setting those boundaries. And boundaries doesn't mean that, I don't want to look at that, or I don't want to deal with that. It just means that you can have a conversation with your higher self, and you can say, okay, you know what, I'm ready to do readings today. So, share the information with me today that I need to know in order to get this done. When you're finished with all your readings, you say, okay, like Jean said, thank you for the information. Thank you for allowing me to share that. Now, it doesn't belong to me anymore, and I release it. You can let it go. Treat yourself along the way. And this has come up a couple times, so I think that this could be, something for the collective as well. In terms of, be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. Um, don't, when you do something positive, acknowledge it as being something positive instead of, oh yeah, that was just a fluke. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. So I'm also getting that if you're um, charging for your readings, excuse me, you need to increase your pricing. So, ooh, excuse me. Yeah, they definitely want you to take a look at your pricing, because part of oh, excuse me. Apparently, this really, really needs to come out. Yeah.
She says, it's not my job to fix them at all. Yes, I always have to ask Archangel Raphael to protect me with the
Yes.
white light because I've been feeling shaky a lot. It's really very important
Yes.
that we are responsible for our own energy, paramount, first of all, if we ever want to be of any good to anybody else. It's really very important. And we often put ourselves last on the list when we're, mothers and wives and daughters and
Yes.
sisters and stuff. So it's just that reminder. Was there a last message there, Marina?
Yeah, the last card that I got out was abundance and prosperity, and that's what brought in the message of needing to increase your prices, because your that is a value that you put on yourself. So you need to make sure that your abilities and your values are sort of aligned, because that's the energy that you're putting out there. So, and it's also just a gentle reminder to make sure that that things are energetically equitable, that they're yeah, yeah. Promised myself that I would never try to overprice. No. Yes, exactly. Exactly. What you're doing is providing a service, um, and it is an energy exchange, and it has to be equitable. And you're not overpricing yourself. You're letting the universe know that you understand your value and what it is that you bring to the equation. Yeah, there you go.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Marina. And thank you, Jazz. All the best to you. Thank you for
Yeah.
your question. And next is artist Liz. And she said, may I have a message from my mom, Margaret?
Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the connection cards for that. Margaret. Does Margaret have a message for you?
Did your mom die younger? She's just saying that she feels young and she's showing me young. Um, and she's saying that either that or she was always young at heart. But she's just telling me that she said uh, young is a state of mind. That age is only a number. That youth and being young is like a state of mind. That as long as we're always inquisitive, as long as we're always curious, as long as we're always willing to go on the adventure, that's what's most important. And that's what brings us back to that childlike behavior, is adventures and curiosities. And she wants you to stay curious, stay adventurous, and not to succumb to society's type of expectations of, you know, working, um, getting a house, having the kids, buying the car, all of those expectations of what other people might see. That is not fulfilling at all. What's most fulfilling is going on adventures and being creative and following your own heart. And she's saying that don't worry about what other people may think or say, and be who you are and make sure that you do what makes you happy. But she's just saying that and this is what I think she may have wished or may have had a regret about, that she didn't do more things that were fun, do more things that she wanted to do. She I feel as though she may have felt that she always said, "Well, when I get time, I'll do that, or when I have a minute, I'll do that." When instead of putting priority and put, either the vacation or the weekend, start the week with the weekend. That's the start of my week. It's not Monday. The start of my week is Saturday and going out on the weekend and doing something fun. That's the way you start your week. And then you just, let everything else roll after. She's talking about your priorities too. So she's very wise woman and very lovely. And she's sending you her love. And she says that she can, listen to your thoughts, and she hears you when you talk to her. I think you say good night, mom, or something. You say something to her every day, but she says she hears you. So she
Mhm.
said, oh my gosh, she said she was 67, died from colon cancer, and got PE from the strong chemo. She was young at heart and a tough cookie. She used to take us kids on the same day little road trips. Aw. And
Yeah.
yes, she didn't do enough for herself.
Yes.
Oh, I love you, mom. Always talk to her. Yeah.
Mm.
Lovely, 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 lovely mama. For sure, artist Liz.
Absolutely. And she's sending you hugs. Okay. She's, yeah, definite affection there. And, she senses when you need an embrace, and you can feel her when she is around you, because you kind of, get the shivers a little bit. That's her giving you a hug. That's her letting you know that she's there. She understands what it is that you're going through. And she is encouraging you um, to let go of as much of your sadness as you can. Release the deep sadness. She knows it's there. She knows that you've been traveling with the world of hurt for quite some time, and she's saying, you know what, you don't have to carry it all by yourself. You know that I'm here. You know that you can share that with me, and I can take that for you. And if that means having a good cry, then go ahead and do that. She is very much acknowledging that, yeah, she is transformed on the other side. She is in a different form, and she will, whether it is butterflies or um, other small delicate animals that might appear around you, around your home, that you see outside, that might be in nature. That's, again, that's her coming by to let you know that, yes, she is there. He's also confirming that, yeah, there is a soul connection here in terms of family, and you were there to protect each other. She looked after you, and you looked after her. And in a lot of ways, that was kind of emotional, in that you could talk to each other without really saying a whole lot. Sometimes you just look at the other person, and very quickly you have a whole conversation, and that's her. So yeah, she is around you quite a lot. And she's just saying, just notice that I'm here. And I appreciate when you do talk to me, and just listen to some of the things that I'm telling you, because sometimes, you know, you you think you hear one thing when I'm actually telling you something else. So pay attention to that. Yeah. 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 She knows yeah.
I see her and talk to her every day, Marina. She knows my pain. I cry holding a photo of her and my younger brother, John. I see her as birds and dragonflies, and my brother as white
Yes.
butterflies. Aw.
That is beautiful. Yeah. So, everyone is, yeah, it's a spiritual family connection that's there. Yeah. You're welcome, Liz. And Liz, I did get your email, and I will respond to you. Just my day got away from me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's early out there. Towards, I know you're on mountain time, but it's towards the West Coast. So,
Yes.
Marina, I do know, I just wanted to ask everybody, if you have not gone over and subscribed to Marina's Heart Center Tarot channel, you're missing a lot. She has a lot of variety. She does a lot of different shows with a lot of different collaborators. She has a wonderful membership. She has classes, she has events, and it's always so much fun. She's fabulous. I learned from her so much. She makes it look
Oh,
so easy. She's one of the best of the best, and she can hang in there with all of them. I love it. I love it.
oh,
And
thank
Marina,
you.
please tell us a little bit about what I didn't mention that is important for people to know about coming over and subscribing to your channel.
Um, yes, the fact that there is a good deal of variety, and there is a good number of things that I really, really enjoy doing. One of them, more than anything else, is the Shine Your Light event. It's something that happens once a month, generally towards the end of the month. In September, it's going to be on the 27th. And it is a 4-hour long event that we start at 6:30 p.m. on the East Coast. We send out messages of love, light, compassion, and unity to anyone, anywhere in the world that needs it. And we concentrate um, on not only sending out positivity, but trying to better the lives of anyone and everyone who joins us. When we do things as a collective, the energy is magnified 1,000-fold. So the energy of the Shine Your Light event is always really positive. It's energizing. It's fabulous. So that's the big thing. If you are interested in booking a reading with me, or taking a look at some of the classes and whatnot that I offer, yeah, you can go to marinasheartcentertarot.com, and I will give you guys the heads up. I've been doing it on every show. If Go over, take a look. If there's something there that intrigues you, that you think that you might want to explore and look at, do it this month, because as of October 1st, all my prices are going to increase. And yeah, it's not a Donald Trump tariff. That's not what it is. It's, yeah, I've maintained my prices for 2 years. The cost of everything else has gone up. So unfortunately, yeah, the prices have to go up. But otherwise, Jean, I love this. I love that the energy that goes out whenever we do these readings together is just, it feels so good. And yeah, and I hope that that the people appreciate that this you know we do what we do because we love it. And we also appreciate the fact that if it wasn't for you guys, we may not exist in the form that we exist now, right? So yeah, our success is because of you guys' support. So know that we appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you, Lois Tooker. She says, my classes and readings are wonderful. Thank you, Lois. Yeah. Yeah. Go check out the testimonials that are on my website. Every once in a while, if I think that I'm not doing a good job, I'll go over and read them. And go, it's really nice. Yeah. Okay.
That's a great
Yeah.
idea. That's a
And
great idea.
how about you? Before we go, what have you got coming up over the
Yep.
next little while?
I'll be on again on Friday with the Psychic Triad with Terry Suzuki and Terry Lee, and that'll be on Friday afternoon. And I also have a psychic study practice group that's once a month. If anybody is interested in finding out a little bit more about that, I have a post in my community posts that describes it a little bit. If you're interested, you can just contact me on my website, sunpsychicgene.com, under the contact page, and just say you need information about the psychic study practice group, and I'll send that to you. And then some fun for October, Marina. I'm having ghost stories. I'm
Oh,
doing 2 ghost stories. I'm doing on the 12th of October and the 18th of October, and we're going to get together on Zoom, and it's going to be $5. And if you're a member of my channel, then they come free. They already paid their $5.
yes.
And it's just everybody's going to get together and do some ghost stories. I had a ghost in my house, so I'll start off by telling a little bit about my story. I have some images and some film
Ooh,
about ghosts caught on tape. They're always fun. So if you want to just come and watch, that's fine. If you have a ghost story that you would like to include, or it's just getting ready for the Halloween and having some fun, getting together and getting our minds off of things and
yes.
just focusing
Yeah.
on lots of
Yeah.
fun
Having
things to
fun.
do.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Having fun.
Hmm.
Fabulous. Fabulous.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm
Well,
looking
yeah.
forward to that. Yeah. And I also do private readings. You'll find that on my website as well. But thank you very much, Marina, for joining me and for coming on today. I had so much fun together. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, for being here, for asking your questions, and all of your support. We really do appreciate, and all of the moderators as well. We really appreciate each
Yes.
and every one of you.
Absolutely. Thank you,
All right.
Jean. We'll do this again. Bye,
You're
folks.
welcome. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.